Hello everybody, and in this video I'm going to be showing you a toggleable repeater clock. So this is a pretty simple design, and it is version 1. I will be posting more versions that are more compact and simple. So I made this design when I was making a cobblestone generator, and I wanted it to be automatic, but I wanted it to be toggleable so it wasn't that loud. And this small design was sort of hard to make. It took a little bit of thinking. It did take some time to get the timings right, and then, though they look simple, I really made the same mistake over and over again. But for representation, if I press this button, as you can see, this block extends and a pulse goes through it, causing the clock to start, and if I press it again, it turns off. And how to make this is pretty simple. And here are the materials you need to build this. You need 7 redstone dust, 6 redstone repeaters, 3 blocks of your choice, 2 sticky pistons, and 1 stone button. I prefer stone, but you could pick otherwise. And to make this is pretty simple. First, you dig a hole, 1 block, place a piston facing upward, and place one of your blocks. Then you're going to add dust on one side, a button there, and then a repeater going out from the front and from the left. Now this is the way your thing is going to be facing. You'll see in a second. Just try to figure out how you want it. And then on the left side of this, you're going to place a block in front of the repeater, and then another repeater right beside it. And then you're going to want to move on to the front of this. You're going to want to dig out a small little staircase looking just like this. You're going to go in it, dig one right there, place a sticky piston, and have a redstone line going into it with a block on top of this redstone dust, so this repeater goes into it. Now is time for the clock itself. Now this is completely changeable, but just remember, one of your repeaters are gonna have to go into this one right here. One of the repeaters from your clock is gonna have to go into this block with an output, and then it loops around, so you can adjust the speed of your clock. Just let you know that ahead of time. But I'm gonna do 3 repeaters, which would be 3 ticks. So I'm placing 1 into this, 1 into the side, and 1 into this. If you don't know how these clocks work, they essentially have at least two repeaters going like this. They have to be facing the opposite, and they go in a loop pretty much. But to activate them, you have to have a 1-tick pulse, and those are pretty hard to get like this. But if you're quick enough, you can. You can do that with any kind of size, like this, and you can have just redstone through these. But if you don't have a 1-tick pulse, it's gonna stay on. So that's a good topic to cover. But if you get it just right, as you can see, that's 4 ticks total, and we're pretty much doing that. But I have this for my clock, but you can easily add 1 right here, or you can literally just have this right here. It's your choice though. You can decide how much time it takes. But I'm gonna have mine like this, with redstone going into the sides like this. And that should use up all your resources. If not, you probably did something wrong. But now it's time for the brain. So what's happening here is when you press this button, this little piston goes up and it creates a 1-tick pulse. And it pretty much looks like this. Okay, I'm stupid. I don't know this off the top of my head. Well, I do, but I'm just not fast at it. And you can get a T flip-flop with this. And this pretty much makes it so you can have like an on and off switch. It's pretty cool. It pretty much makes a button a lever. But if you remove the block of redstone and the end piston, you get a 1-tick pulse. This emits a 1-tick pulse. So I will begin with the left. we'll begin with the front actually. It creates a 1-tick pulse and it goes through into this repeater. The repeater powers this block, which goes into the redstone line, and it does it quick enough so the piston spits out its block without retracting it, which means this can go in a full loop successfully and repeatedly. And now I wanted this to be almost instant, so as you can see, this little part, this has no piston under it. This is 1 tick more than this, and pretty much what's happening here is that when this block is spit out right here, this immediately powers it in 1 tick pulse from this little thing right here, and it turns on the clock, causing it to loop like this, as you can see. And if you want to turn it off, it just does that one more time, but instead of spitting out this block, it's gonna pull it back really quickly, meaning this repeater no longer has anything to go into, which means it turns itself off. And this can be good in any kind of like cobblestone farm or any kind of generator. What I like about this is you can actually change how long it takes. For example, you could do this and make it super long, but it's up to you. You just gotta know what to do. So now I can do this, and as you can see, the clock is now longer, so it takes longer to get to it, which is pretty cool. And that's how you make it. That's a little bit about it. I will be posting a new version of it pretty soon, hopefully a more compact version that will suit your needs. And but this is version 1, just remember that. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.